So I'm out here outside of UIC Pavilion after the rally for Donald Trump just got shut down, and a man just made a comment to you who said, what exactly did he say?
He said that I'm an immigrant, I should go back to my country. That's what he meant. He might not have said that, that's what he meant. He came in my
face, he said your immigrant face supports Bernie Sanders. How did that make you feel?
When your life, when your existence, your very existence becomes a political statement, and for someone to attack me because of how I look like, what I wear, what language I speak in America is the most degrading and dehumanizing thing that could ever happen to someone. The rhetoric that Donald Trump is supporting, that Donald Trump is saying out loud, this isn't America, I'm America, Muslims are America. That is what it is. He is out here saying all these incredible racist things when he doesn't understand that we built this country, black people, immigrants, we built this country. So I don't understand why he thinks this is okay. This is not what America is. And to see so many people support this man is incredibly disheartening. It's dehumanizing. It is awful. It's the worst thing.
And why did you decide to come out here and protest today?
Because if not me, who, if not when's it gonna happen?
What issues are most important to you in this election?
Immigration, police brutality, and reproductive rights so far.
And then what qualities do you see in the next president?
An understanding, empathetic president who is open to the people of this nation, to the people who are marginalized, oppressed, women, immigrants, blacks, Muslim people. We all make America. We need people to hear us, understand us, listen to what we are saying. We are America. Yes, baby, tell her.
And do you know who you're voting for yet? You don't have to share the name, but
yes,
if you want to, you can.
I do know who I'm voting for, Bernie Sanders.
And why is that?
Because I feel Bernie cares about our issues, cares about marginalized people, women, immigrants. He cares about us, and I feel like he will be the one to push us forward, make progress in this country for us.
Okay, so why did you decide to come out to the rally today?
My buddy convinced me to come out. Got off work early, so I thought, why not? Figure out who I'm going to vote for. I was leaning towards Trump beforehand, but you know, after watching this display by Bernie supporters, I don't understand how I could possibly vote for him.
How do you feel about the rally being shut down because of the protesters?
I actually think it's a smart move by Trump. I don't think it's anything the protesters did. If anyone's paid any attention to this campaign, they'll figure out that the more they try to stop Trump, the better he gets. So really all this is going to do is backfire on him later there. So.
And then what issues are most important to you this election?
Immigration is an important issue, as well as national security. Personally, I believe Trump will be the best candidate to strengthen both. So that's why I'm leaning towards him right now.
And then what qualities do you want to see in the next president, and are those qualities reflective of Trump?
I want to see somebody who won't back down from anybody. Again, if you follow the campaign, it's pretty obvious Trump doesn't back down from anybody or anything. Again, somebody who's going to give us a strong sense of national security. You know, again, for example, Vladimir Putin definitely respects Trump. Trump respects him. I don't feel the same way about any other candidate right now.
Why did you guys decide to come out and protest today?
It's our civic obligation. You know, when there's somebody with the type of ideologies that kind of contradict what America stands for, as American citizens, it's our obligation to stand up against it.
Do you have anything to add?
Well, I think this is a great way of showing that we're Americans and we have a voice too. So it's just a great way of showing that.
What issues are most important to you this election?
The safety of our people, and by our people I mean the American people. You know, he's creating an environment where people of color can't walk down the street without their lives being in danger. You know, it's the safety of our people and the safety of what America stands for. That's what's important to us. The safety to be able to practice our religion, to practice who we are as human beings.
Can you explain what's going on behind you right now?
We're Muslims, so we pray 5 times a day. So, any place, any time when it's time to pray, we pray.
And is this is your way of kind of showing Trump that you are peaceful, that his stigmas against Muslims are not true?
I feel like we don't need to prove that we're peaceful, because that's just, it's weird that we have to prove something. Like, why would people assume that just goes to show how ignorant some people are. Why do we have to prove anything? Like, as a reporter, do you have to prove anything?
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, well, we're not trying to make a statement. This is what we do 5 times a day.
What qualities do you want to see in the next president?
Understanding. I think understanding is really the biggest quality. And diversity is, we have so many cultures here, so many different people, so I think we need to be accepting of who we are and who each other is.
All right, and then last question, do you guys know who you're voting for this election? You don't have to share the name, but if you want to.
I'm good. I know who I'm voting for.
You know who you're voting for? All right, perfect. Thank you guys so much. All right, why did you decide to come out to the rally today?
Educational purposes. I literally came out here to learn about Donald Trump's foreign policy, his domestic policy, his ideas about the wall, his ideas about everything, to be honest with you. And having this rally canceled ruined my education as a student and as a college student. I feel hurt. I really do.
What issues are most important to you this election?
This election, honestly, every issue that he's talked about. What Republicans have been hiding behind is illegal immigrants. They've been hiding behind this lack of wall that we have. George Bush put up a fence. Anyone can hop a fence. I can do that any day. What we need to understand is when we build a wall, we will be actually increasing the amount of jobs that we can have in this country. And that's what Donald Trump has done so well, is by focusing not on just building a wall, but understanding how many jobs we can have from just having this wall. And that's what he'll do so well.
What qualities do you want to see in the next president?
Honesty. And honestly, I see the most honesty out of Donald Trump more than I see anyone else. And I think that's the best reason to vote for him, is because he's so honest. Whether it be not PC or it is, he is talking the truth, and he's talking what he believes, and he's talking what we want to hear as a Republican candidate, as a Republican voter.
Final question, why do you think Trump deserves to be the next president of the United States?
This rally, specifically, us being build the wall, but not that. I don't want to even focus on that. I want you to understand what happened at this rally. Because of protesters, because of people thinking he's a communist Nazi, they're trying to tell us not to vote for him. They're trying to tell us he's a bad person. But that's the media's fault. He isn't a bad person. He's a great individual, trying to make this America great. We've always been great. We're trying to make it great again and improve us even more. And that's not by people telling us, by kicking us out of this rally, by having these protesters protest against him. It's really hurting us as a country by separating us, and that's what we don't want, is a separation. And Donald Trump, I feel, will be able to, people don't understand this now, but he will definitely be able to unite us as a country by understanding things are wrong, and we'll be able to improve as a country, definitely.
Why did you decide to come out today and protest?
I came down here to protest because I felt Donald Trump is the wrong person for the presidency. He's just going to take the country in the wrong direction. And I feel his racist talk towards Mexican, Muslims, it's not right. And people need to start standing up to bullies like him, because if you don't, they're just going to keep chasing after you, and you just have to stand up to these bullies.
What issues are most important to you this election?
The economy, because I feel like even right now with the current issues that we're having here in Chicago, it's all due to the fact that a lot of people are segregated. They're living in areas where they're not making enough income, where basically their voice is also being stolen from them too. You're not making money, and you're, unfortunately, sometimes, like on the south side, there's a lot of more arrests going on over there. And I feel, or I've heard in the news too, where people get arrested, they go to jail, and it goes into a vicious cycle where they might even lose their vote. In certain states, I think even, I heard in Florida, 1/3 of black people can't vote because they have a criminal record. For what? For possession of marijuana? For possession of small narcotics? It's not fair.
What qualities do you want to see in the next president of the United States?
Honesty, someone that's going to fight for the little guy. And I think Bernie Sanders has a great track record for the last more than over 40 years fighting for the little people.
And then, do you know who you're going to vote for? You don't have to say the name if you don't want to, but if you do want to share.
Well, I'll give you a hint. I felt the burn.
And then last question, can you explain the picture that you have?
Well, for me, it's like an artist. It's really to everyone's interpretation of it. Left it black and white, gray, for people to view whatever opinion people want to have about it. It's just, for me as an artist, it's just to put it out there and everyone to have their own opinion. And since you asked me a lot of questions, would it be okay for me to ask you, what do you think about this painting?
I think that it demonstrates perfectly what's going on in Chicago today, what's going on in the United States, and it demonstrates that the problem that we need to solve, that there is this division in this country because the people in charge are the wrong people. All right, thank you so much for letting me interview you.